Hello, my friend. How you doing, Dominic?
I'm very, very fine. And you? How are you?
I'm
You good?
fine. Good. Nice to meet you. So I want to talk today about first your first EP in Bedrock is going out in 6 days, 5 days.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I want to tell you to introduce the used to how did you came to John Digweed? How did you make the contact with him? I remember 1 year ago I was talking with you, and he started playing your first track here
Mm-hmm.
in Argentina, Clara, and some others. And how did you started talking with him or sending him music,
Mm-hmm.
the connection with him,
Yeah.
and how did you became an artist that is now about to release
Mm-hmm.
in Bedrock, one of the best
Yeah.
labels in electronic?
Yeah. First, I was shocked because I opened Instagram and then I think I saw your video. And I think that time my name was not so big, so nobody knows me in Argentina. And I don't know how. Until then, you and me, we connected, and then Derderwandert became a little bit more famous, I think, in Argentina. And of course, I was shocked because I never heard my track, my voice, Clara and Childhood, and all the beautiful tracks I made in front of so many people. So I don't know, 8,000, 10,000 people in Argentina listen to John Digweed, and I hear my own voice, Clara, for example, in front of so many people. And I was shocked, but it was a very, very great feeling. And after John Digweed played all my music, my Bauhaus EP last year, he wrote me on Instagram. And he wrote me and he said, "Hi, mate. My name is John," something like this. You make very good music. I like your EP." And I said, "Thank you, John. Muchas gracias." And then he said to me, "Please, in future, send me everything what you have. If you have an idea, if you have a work not finished, if you have a remix, or do you have any finished tracks, please send me that." And I'm sending him music since 1 year, constantly every 2 weeks, a new idea or a new remix or a new work. And then he always was playing my music. And I think you posted it on Instagram. And sometimes I was already in the video and I heard again my voice, and I heard Unrestrained, for example. He's playing that track since 7 or 8 months, I think. That's the second track on a Diego Armando EP. And then I was thinking about to give you, the Argentinian community, something back, because the love and the attention the people gave me was massive. So many messages on Instagram, collaborations, likes, and new friends. You know what I mean? So that was very, very good for my heart, because that was the first time that people out of Cologne or out of Germany say, "Hey, you make good music. I like your voice." Because sometimes when you make music or you make something creative, sometimes you need people from outside who say, "Wow, that's good." Because I didn't know, can I good sing? Is my voice good for music? I didn't know it until people say, "Wow, your music and your sound and your voice, that fits very good together." And so I started to create the Ravandert a little bit more, and I get a little bit more comfortable. And then I'm sending him music, 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 and he was always playing my music. And then I was thinking about, I make something special for Argentina. Yeah.
I got a
So
question
yeah.
about that. Your EP, Diego Armando, the first time he played the track was in June, uh, here in Argentina at Forja, Cordoba. I was there. I remember
Yes.
you sent me
Yeah.
the track before, so I listened
Yeah.
so many times. And when I was there, I recorded the video for you. And the first time was the impressive, the reaction for the people.
Uh
I was there,
huh.
and that was very good. And I want to ask you, why did you choose that speech from Diego Armando in the
Mm-hmm.
La pelota no se mancha, and
Mm-hmm.
why
Yeah.
after that, now in the release, you had to change the original voice from Diego?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going on YouTube and I was searching Diego Armando videos or vocals or interviews. And this video, I think it was his last game, right? Was his last game? Boca
Yeah, he
Juniors? I
was
think it was
talking.
his last
Yeah,
game. I think it was
yeah,
his
yeah. He
last
was.
game. And this interview is very, very famous in Germany too.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I was thinking about, okay, I take this video from YouTube. But of course, you always have license problems today. And Diego Armando is dead, so that's a problem more for the license things. And I'm from Germany. I can't, I don't know 100% how much Diego Armando Maradona means to you. I can imagine, but I don't feel it because in Germany we have some big persons too. We have Steffi Graf, Boris Becker, Michael Schumacher, that are the big sports stars in Germany. But I can't imagine how big Diego Armando is for you. I can imagine that, but I don't know exactly. So I was thinking about to take something from him. And this interview is very, very famous. So I took it from YouTube and I re-uploaded it in my Ableton. That's the music program I take for making music. And then John played it originally with the interview from Diego Armando. And then we were talking about the contract and all the things. And he was saying, I would like to take that, but I think this is a little bit too dangerous because at the end, sometimes it's all about the money at the end. Yeah. And a friend of mine is from Mar del Plata and he's living here in Cologne since 10 years. And I asked him to make this interview. So he speaks the interview. He was watching the video. I said, yeah, of course. Huh?
the
Yeah,
speech
yeah. He was,
from Boca.
yes. Yeah. I sent him that and I said to him, please, can you speak it again for me? And then he speak it again for me. And then he sent me the voice on WhatsApp. I took the WhatsApp out of my phone as an MP3 and put it in Ableton in the music product. And then I took the original voice out of the musical production. And then I turned the new voice in. And I would say it's cool. Of course, originally it's more cooler because it's more authentic. I know that, but I have to take it out because of the license problems, because I know that the track will play it very much in future. I know that I feel because it's a very beautiful track and emotional track. So I had to change the original vocals. Yeah.
I see. And I want
Yeah.
to ask you, in the EP, you have Diego Armando and you have Unrestrained. And I wanted to know why you picked the other track to go with Diego Armando for that EP.
I don't know. That was John's decision. I don't know.
All right.
I sent him 10 tracks in 1 year. And at the end, of course, Diego Armando, he had to take it. I knew it because the connection between Argentina and the supporters and fans and John Digweed is so strong. So I knew that this was a very good idea to make a track called Diego Armando and I have a football whistle inside and I have a core inside. So it's very emotional. I have strings inside. So it's a very emotional strategy track, I would say. And Unrestrained is a club banger. You can dance to it. It has easy vocals. You can dance. And I would say the track is timeless. The track is not 2025. The track can be 1997, for example. That's a track which not fits in the time. You can play it in 10 years too, I think. And I think you told me before that he's like a visionist, I think, a little bit. Yeah, he thinks about the future, I think. And this track you can play in 10 years too. So I think that's the decision he made. Yeah.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you about your career in the last year, how that his support helped you to grow up.
Yeah, on Instagram, also on the social media platforms, of course, I could raise a little bit. But at the end, yeah, in Germany, we have a different music at the moment. We have melodic house, like my kind of music, yes. But the most people in Germany now listen to techno, hard techno, and all the groovy, bouncy things. It's about 135 BPM. That's a big scene in Germany. So to get gigs, through John, no chance at the moment. I have some gigs in Europe, but not such a big new era which opens for me, no. But through social media, of course, I have more views on Instagram stories, something like this, new followers. But we'll see what happens after the release. I think now we have Monday, so in 5 days, 4 days, it's Friday, the 20th of February, and then the Diego Armando release is, and then I don't know what happens then. I don't know. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I remember when I was talking to you 1 year ago, and yeah, you were so excited because he was playing your
Yeah,
tracks. And
yes,
you say a lot of times like, I want to do something with him in Bedrock, what I can do, and well,
yeah,
you made
yeah,
it
yeah,
in 1 year.
yeah. And everybody said, hey, you have to make the track for John Digweed, you have to go on Bedrock. And that time, I was not on the same place in my mind, you know. I couldn't imagine that. You know, that's a big step. I started making music 2 years ago, and this is not so much time. You know, that's not so much time for making music and to get success. People do 10 years music and have no success, or would like to have a dream of releasing music on such a big label like Bedrock. But sometimes it's like, yeah, believe in your dreams. And I make my own music, you know. I don't make music for labels. I make my own music like I feel it. So every track I make, Diego Armando, Unrestrained, all the tracks on Spotify always have a history behind. That's not, okay, I go in the studio, I make a track. So I talk about my problems. I talk about my feelings. I talk about my age. I am 43 now. So, you know, my age every day is more a theme than 10 years ago, for example. So I have a problem with my age, for example, and then I have a pain. So I make a track called Pain. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's
Yeah,
always a history behind, and I make music with this, with my heart, and not about money or something like this. I do what I want, and I send it to labels, and perhaps they like it or they don't like it. So, and in this case, John Digweed liked Diego Armando, and John Digweed liked Unrestrained, and then he decided to these tracks, and I'm really, really happy that you make it
and
now for me.
how did the official singing process happen in that in the EP
In
for
my
Bedrock?
Well, I only have one vocal, and that's Diego Armando. That's the only vocal I have in Diego Armando, because my friend Daniel Suarez, he's the new voice of Diego Armando. It's his voice and it's my voice. And on Unrestrained, it's not my voice. It's a sample. It's a sample. It's not my voice on Unrestrained. No, 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 no. That's another male vocal. But on every other track I released in the last 2 years, I'm always singing, and I always have a mic in my hand, and I do my own things, and I do my own lyrics. So I would say I'm a free artist, and many people like that. And so this is Derderwandert. Authentic music. Yeah.
Um, Before this release, you told me you've been sent to lot of music to John Digweed, and I want to ask you after this, what you are you looking for? What's the new thing you want to do? Because now you made something you were looking for a lot of time, but what
Yeah.
are you looking now, the future in this year?
In the, yeah. I want to play in Argentina, of course. I want to have a gig in Argentina, or a club tour, you know. So 1 or 2 weeks in Argentina, or 1 week in Argentina, 5 clubs, you know, like a small club tour. So that would be a little dream, because from I asked John, and John said me from England to Argentina, it's 20 hours. So from Germany, I think it's 18 or 18 and a half hours, and it's much money. But if there is any possibility in the future, I would like to go to Argentina and to play there in a club, you know, like a small club tour, something like this, I think. And after the release, yeah, I have some goals with my music. Of course, there are other labels, of course, in Europe too. They are very good. Innovisions, for example. I don't know if you know the label Innovisions. It's very famous in my genre. Perhaps that is, Inner Visions. It's Ame and all the Trick, Jimmy Jules, all the people there. I would love to sign there anytime. I don't know. But until now, I'm excited at first, of course, for the Diego Armando release, because I want to feel it, how it is to release on such a big label. I had a release on Renaissance. I had a release on Renaissance last year 2 times, and that was a cool feeling. But now I have a release on such a big label with such a big head. John Digweed is the head of Bedrock, so the face of Bedrock. So first, I want to feel how is the release for me. How is it? How is the feeling to get attention? And it's very strange when DJs. I listen to many DJs and producers, and suddenly they follow me. You know what I mean? That's really, You know what I mean? Yeah. Usually, you are a fan, for example, of John Digweed, and John Digweed follows you on Instagram. That's cool. That's very strange. And I like the feeling at the moment that something grows in the back. I can't see it now, but I feel that many people will like Diego Armando, the EP, I think.
I think it will work very good. And the reaction here, he played 3 times, I think, in Argentina in the last year now, and it was very good reaction. I listened 2 times live here in Mar del Plata, like the last month, and the last year in Forja, the first time I recorded the video, and the reaction was very good. I think people will like it, and it will be very good. So I wish you the best with it, and
you too.
To keep going and keep doing what you like. I really like your project, and I support your music. You've been in your guest mix podcast the last year, so I always support your work. I hope you keep
thank
growing.
You very much. Yes, I hope so too. And I have to say, through your videos, I could raise a little bit. You know that, right? You posted my videos on your channel. You are a big reason that many people know me at the moment. You are the reason, you know that. The Diego videos, the Unrestrained videos, you reposted or posted it on Instagram, and through your post, I could raise a little bit. So you are a big part of me. And I have something. Wait, I have something. Because
I am proud. I can get you a bit.
So I was asking the management of Bedrock if they can put my EP on vinyl, but they don't do it. So I create something by myself. This is something here, So this is me in a Argentina jersey, here's Diego Armando, Bedrock, the date of the release, and here you have the cover of the release, and I want to make a competition, So I will send this to you. Right. And we make a competition, and the people, so your followers can follow me. My followers will follow you, and they have to make a comment, I would say, in the commentary section, and they have to take a friend. What do you think? And at the end, you can choose. And then at the end, you will choose the winner. Okay.
All right. People will like it. I give away for Argentina.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, so I will wait for it, and I will make the giveaway for people here, so they can get a chance to.
Yes,
to have
they can win it. Yeah, of course. All right. Yeah, that's
right,
cool.
mate. So thank you very much. For your time.
Welcome.
For your music, for the connection, and let's keep in touch. And I wish the best for you in this release and the next.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your night. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.